Remember, you're not the end user of the product you're designing. Hello everyone, this is Vamshi. I'm a product designer with 3+ years of experience. Today I want to discuss about my design process whenever I get a freelance project. Before we dive into the video, hit that subscribe button. It really motivates me to create more valuable content. Whenever I take a freelance project, I'll divide the whole process into 5 different steps. I call the step 1 as understanding phase. In understanding phase, I'll schedule a 30-minute discovery call with the client and ask as many questions as I can, like what problem they are trying to solve, who are their ideal customers, and how their business gonna make money and all that stuff. After the discovery call, I'll start my research. I'll do both quantitative and qualitative research. Most of the time, this research part will be led by the client because the client has the access to their end customers easily than me. For example, if I want to interview 5 of their end customers, so client will bring 5 of their end customers to me so that I can interview them and understand their pain points. There are more advanced user research methods which the companies with high budget users. Let me know if you want me to make the videos on that in the comment section. After understanding the user pain points, I'll move to the next step, which is what the problem phase. In what the problem phase, we will form a problem statement that the business is trying to solve, considering business and customer goals. Sometimes it doesn't align with the problem that the client is thinking initially because the client did not do the research about their customers enough. In that case, it's better to tell the client to talk more to their end customers and come up with a clear problem statement, or else drop the project and move to the next one because the problem that the client is trying to solve doesn't make sense to their customers. In this step, we will also build a user persona based on the problem statement we formed. User persona is basically the profile that represents your end customer. It looks something like this. In user persona, we will write some basic details about the user goals, and the user frustrations. After creating the problem statement, I'll move to the next step, which is the ideation phase. In ideation phase, I'll create information architecture, site maps, user flows, user journeys, wireframes, and mid-fidelity prototype according to the research I've done in the previous step. Let me know if you want me to create some videos around these topics in the comment section. The main output of this step is a mid-fidelity prototype. After creating a mid-fidelity prototype, I'll sit on a call with the client and take their feedback from the business perspective. And I'll also tell the client to test this prototype with their end customer so that we'll get the feedback from the customer perspective as well. After getting the feedback from both client and customers, I'll adjust the designs accordingly and I'll move to the next step, which is visual design. In visual design, it's all about making the designs beautiful. But before making them beautiful, I'll ask the client what design style they are looking for. I'll ask them to share as many examples as they can from the real world products and I'll create a mood board out of it. After creating the mood board, I'll start working on the high fidelity designs and prototype. After completing the high fidelity designs and prototype, I'll sit on a call with the client again to take their feedback on the designs. After getting the feedback, I'll adjust the designs accordingly. Now the last step of this process is the developer handoff. In this process, if the client has a developer team, I'll sit on a call with them and explain the designs, transitions one by one and ask them if there are any technical limitations for this. If there are any technical limitations, I'll adjust the designs accordingly and I'll demo to the developers how to use the Figma's dev mode if they are not aware of it. After handing off the designs to the developer, I'll make myself available throughout the development process to clarify the doubts if the developer has any. This design process is always iterative. Even after developing the entire product, there may be some design changes, some design revamps, or even the feature additions. This happens because we get a lot of feedback from customers after launching the product into the market. And there may be change in the business model too. So that's why in beginning, startups always hire freelance UX designers. Once they get the initial set of users and funding, They prefer to have an in-house designer team. With that being said, we have reached the end of the video. I hope you found this valuable. Hit that subscribe button to get more content like this, and see you in the next one.